What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, it's gonna be an awesome freaking day. But first, if you haven't done so already, be sure to follow me on all social medias and check out my website. Links are down there in the description. So guys, welcome back, and happy Temper Tuesday, everybody. So today we're up here once again in the wonderful hold that everyone knows, Whiterun, right up by Dragon's Reach, taking a look at this bad boy. So, Gargoylus Armor. This mod is actually made by the same mod author who I've done countless mod showcases and reviews of in the past. Legri, I believe, is the name of this mod author. And they make some pretty cool armor mods, and I believe Legri has also made the legendary wolf, which is the wolf mount, which I did a mod showcase on. So if you guys want to check out any of the mod showcases that we've done in the past, the link to the playlist will be in the description of this video. But what are we looking at today? The Gargoylus Armor. So there's two ways to get this armor, one of which is what we're going to do today. The other of which is to find it amongst vampire hordes. So the vampire hordes, you guys know what I'm talking about. The ones that automatically come into your towns and screw everything up. You contract sanguinary vampirus, and even though you didn't want to, but you can get it from any, it's like a random drop with vampire, groups. So there's a chance that you'll be able to find the Gargoylus Knights in with some regular vampires, as well as inside of their caves. But today we're gonna come to Dragon's Reach, because you can actually find it in the basement where the dungeon is at. So we'll go and come inside of Dragon's Reach right here. And we'll go ahead and walk up this staircase towards Jarl Balgruuf, but we'll go ahead and start drifting over this way towards the doorway, and boom bam, this is where we need to come down into. So we need to find the dungeon. Now I'll go ahead and offer this up as a little bit of a disclaimer. The armor must be stolen, and it must be lockpicked to get to it, which is kind of unfortunate, but it makes you work for it. So this is what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to wait until he just kind of turns around. There you go. You fine there, Mr. Sir? Are you good? You doing okay? Now there's a couple people in here. It's a party a little bit. Alright, go ahead and open it up. Just like that. I'm using a cheat so that I can do that. And then we'll just go ahead and take it all. Did not get caught. Master Thief, look at us. So we'll go ahead and go back out of Dragon's Reach, and we'll take a look at it in the sunlight. That way we're not in a dark and dreary dungeon. Okie dokie, so as of right now, I am wearing the Dragon Plate armor with the Jagged Crown as my main armor, but as you can see, the Gargoylus helmet, it shows up as Daedric armor inside of your inventory, but I can assure you, it looks quite different when you put it on your body. So the Gargoylus helmet has the same statistics as the Jagged Crown, but the gauntlets, check this out, we're with 19 heavy armor with the Dragon Plate gauntlets, but the Gargoylus ones, 27. The boots, 22. The main armor is 60. This one is 49. So needless to say, the armor is actually pretty good, and it's even better than Dragon Plate armor, which is pretty cool. Now, Daedric armor, I believe, is the best that you can have, but I'm not sure, because I thought Dragon Plate was. But it also comes with two weapons. So we have the Gargoylus Battle Axe and the Gargoylus Sword. Now, notice it does indeed say stolen. Now, what I find really interesting is the fact that a one-handed sword does more damage than this ebony katana, which is pretty cool, but I believe that's from a different mod, even still. So we'll go ahead and favorite these two right here, and we'll unfavorite that, and we'll make sure that we're good to go. Go ahead and get rid of that. That's a future mod showcase. Just kind of tease that a little bit, and we can go ahead and get out of that, and there we go. Perfect. So now, let's go and take a look at this armor together, shall we? Because as you can see, it's kind of gross looking, I'm not gonna lie. Gross as in its face just looks really weird. But let's see. Let's just take a look at him. He's just got a snarling face on. He's kind of funny looking, but let's see. Do we have any flame spells? I think we do, because I think that's gonna do this armor wonders. There we go. Just like that. We'll go ahead and light up the face just a little bit more, just like that. That looks much better. Do you mind? I'm trying to do a mod showcase here, bro. So, the Gargoylus armor obviously is influenced by a gargoyle, hence why you look like a motherfucking gargoyle. But, so here we go. The back of the armor, as we can see, it's got some different colors inside of it. I don't know if I would necessarily call them cool colors. It's blues and blacks, whites, purples. There's a few reds in there as well, but I think overall the armor looks really badass. It just looks a little strange. It's a little top heavy, you know? So top heavy as in the shoulders are the size of my forehead, or the size of my head, I should say. The helmet, I love the helmet. The helmet's probably the coolest part of this entire mod, just because it actually looks like a gargoyle's head, and I think that's really cool. There's a little bit of a clipping issue with the left shoulder, mainly because the left shoulder is actually bigger than the right one. which I'm not a big fan of, but I gotta say, it fits well on your body. Not to mention, the total armor rating we have is 134, which is pretty good. Now let's go and take out the Gargoylus Battle Axe, and we'll take a look at what this looks like on our back. So, let's see. Can we put it in the sunlight a little bit? Maybe just a little bit. But let's see, we can maybe zoom in a little bit. So that's kind of cool. On the top of the battle axe, there's actually a little gargoyle on there. Let's see, can we put this in front of me? No, let's see, let's do this. Let's get a better look. Power of self-vision, we'll go ahead and do that, just like that. And then we'll go ranged, zoom very close. Very good. So if we go ahead and put this away, and then once again, we should be able to zoom right in. Okay, no, I guess we have to do the, I guess we have to do the reset to default just like that, and then melee, and then alignment centered, and then melee, height, and then normal, and then melee, zoom, very close. Perfect. What a great mod. I love this freaking mod. And there we go. Now we can zoom in just a little bit more. Go and get a better view. So yeah, the gargoyle right there looks freaking sweet. I love that so much. Not to mention, I mean, it complements the armor quite well. I think it looks pretty cool. It almost looks like a Stalrim battle axe with a gargoyle slapped on the top, which is pretty cool. Very cool looking weapon. And then we can check out the sword, which is a one-handed sword, the Gargoylus sword. So we can go ahead and check this out in first person. So the hilt itself is just a massive circle, which is an interesting hilt. But let's see, let's go ahead and pull the camera down just a little bit just like that. It's a nice looking blade, it's kind of purple. But you know what, let's get even freaking better. So let's go ahead and plop this bad boy down onto the ground. Hopefully this guard doesn't pick it up. Nothing from you there, Mr. Sir. And then let's get a little bit of a better look by going into the ground just like this. And you're standing on my sword there, Mr. Sir. So I'm going to need you to... Oh, you can't do anything right with these freaking guards walking around. He's just kicking my sword. Piece of shit. Perfect. There we go. So yeah, the sword itself is an interesting looking sword. Like I said, the purples, the blacks, all that stuff. Not sure if I like the color scheme. Definitely not sure if I like the color scheme. But overall, it looks like a pretty cool weapon. It might look pretty cool on, weapon plaque or in the hands of one of your followers. It might be kind of cool that way. But let's take a look at the battle axe in that sense as well. That way we can get an idea, a better idea, as to what it really looks like. So we'll go and do this just like that, and there we go. So once again, you've got kind of like the Stalrim down here, and in fact, I do believe that's what this is based off of, is the Stalrim axe. It's just been recolored, but I gotta say, I like the battle axe way more than the armor and the weapon, like the Gargoylus sword, just because of the turquoise. It's like a deep turquoise color in the actual weapon's blade, which looks really, really cool. Not to mention you have a gargoyle just sitting right there. That'd be super cool if it was like an actual gargoyle and it jumped off the top of your weapon and started beating people in their shins and stuff. That would be kind of funny. But, excuse me, sir, I'm trying to do a mod showcase. See that it doesn't happen again. I'll make sure it happens again because you're in the floor. But overall, two great looking weapons. I would say the best out of them both, though, out of the both of them, is indeed the battle axe. Now, the armor itself, I think I would wear it maybe once if I was doing a vampire playthrough or something like that. But as far as where I'd put it, it would have a great spot on an armor mannequin in Shellblad Castle, in Deus Mons, in a little shack. Doesn't matter where I'm at, I would always put this up and display it, because I think that's probably where it's going to do the most justice, is displayed. Either that, or like I said, if you're role-playing as a vampire and you want to go all out with how you're looking, I think this mod's for you guys. So with that being said, I very much hope you enjoyed today's little mod showcase on Gargoylus armor. And if you did, guys, make sure, let me know down there in the comment section, guys. And I will see you in the next video.